here behind the computer. What's going on? Hiding behind the DM screen where they can't see anything. With me today we have Blake, Aiden, and Josh. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Stranger Things supplement for Dungeons & Dragons. We've got some pre-made character sheets, so we're going to use those to kind of roll through and see what's going on. I've got my dice ready. We're going to hand out some character sheets and then start exploring in this. Also, we're going to play a little bit more like looser than normal, so we're not going to be like super strict on the rules. Combat will be more theater of the mind because we are working on creating a full podcast called Echoes of Reality that will be based in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. And one of the things we will be doing is that we will be using more theater of the mind for combat because it's a lot more fun like that. And right now we don't have the space to have everything completely laid out to where we're using the tiles and whatnot. But we do have a full tile set. We have a couple different boards to use for that. If we do get into that, maybe one day I will learn how to use Roll20. So for now, we are going to check out these characters and hand them out and see who wants to play what.
Meow.
So first, we have a half-elf wizard, which we already know who wants that, so we don't gotta ask on this one.
Was there any other type of wizard though? Maybe I don't want to be a half elf.
No, there isn't. Because there's like one of each class.
Oh, okay.
Because it's actually the supplement's based off what they are playing in Stranger Things. So that whole campaign that Will and them are running is what this is based around. And actually the adventure book is with like all their different little like scribbles and stuff. It's kind of bright right there. There we go. It's all laid out right there. So that's pretty cool. Oh, awesome. That's nice that it actually sounds good, because I was kind of worried, but it must have been, like, trying to, like, record it there, and then, like, stop, pause everything, mute everything, and then try to listen to it. Alright, so next up, for Aiden and Josh, we have 4 characters left. We have a half-orc ranger, we have a human paladin, we have a cleric wood elf, and then we have a Hildorf bard.
Yes.
What would you guys like to play?
I guess I'll try the half-orc.
You want to be the half-orc ranger?
I guess I'll try it.
Alright, so bow and arrow guy. There you go.
We'll go for the human paladin.
You're going to go for the human paladin? Here you go. Take a couple minutes to look over that. I have the other sheets right here just to reference where different things on in case you have any questions. But these are pre-made characters based around how they were playing in the show. So this will kind of like, you've kind of seen this when we created our characters, because everybody here, except for Aiden, has created the characters for Echoes of Reality when we start that. And this will be like a finalized version of what you'd see after we finally finish getting all the gear, putting in backstory, where you're from, and all that. This is what your final sheet would look like. Just these are pre-made. There's also a guy out there. I'll have to get the link and add that into this video when we post it up. But he makes a ton of pre-made layouts. But he does it for every single level. So you could pick, okay, you're going to start at level 4 with a certain character. He's got it set up already for you. And then, if you want, you can also... You can also go through and up the level from 1 to 20. He fills out everything for every single character he has, and they're PDFs to download and print out. They're great. I've used them before for little sessions like this to teach new people because that is great. Blake has played before. Aiden has played once before. And this will be Josh's first time. But Josh has been playing Divinity Original Sin 2 with us and seeing how character builds and creation works, because I believe right now that game is the best game representation of what Dungeons & Dragons is right now. So they're looking at their character sheets. I'm going to look at the start of this, and then we're going to get going. How's everybody out there doing that is watching? Cool. So while they're looking at that, just to show everybody, this book is really cool because it starts off, like I said, I showed you the front page, which shows like the sketchings from Will. And then when you open it up, the first page, he has notes to himself, the dungeon master, about what he's looking to accomplish, what he wants to do, and what his job as a DM is, which is a really nice touch to something like this, because we also have the other starter set, which is the Lost Mines of Houndever, and that kind of sets you up for an adventure that can branch into a couple different ones near the end, depending on which route your characters decide to go, or if you've already pre-decided, like, hey, that's what we're going to do. So how's everybody looking with their characters?
Looks pretty good.
Kind of see moves, you know, you'll have your moves, you'll have your plus, your bonuses, all that kind of stuff. Your initiative's at the top, your speed that you can move is up there, armor class, if you have any proficiency bonuses, your languages, all that kind of stuff is good to go. And for simplicity of this, we're just going to go by your actual names.
You know me. Those two are there. Oh yeah, James.
And while they're looking at it too, I guess I can pop over right here. You can see me too. I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm also wearing the Dungeons and Dragons shirt that goes with this because I got it all together. Alright, we got this back up there. Everybody looking pretty good?
Yes.
Alright, then we're going to start this off. I'm going to start by reading the whole story that he has written out here. No, I'm not going to read that because that tells everything. So, we're going to do the start of it, which is on the next page over here. So, you guys are starting your adventure off in Sir Tristan's throne room. You have met him before. He has sponsored you on adventures, and he has been known to be a kind ruler to his friends. Sorry, he's been a kind ruler to the people, and he's been a close friend to all of y'all. This is somebody that you can trust, that you can interact with, that you can look for information, and he'll be straight up and honest with you when he gives you stuff to do. So, he is now letting you know that lately there's been a monster called the Thessahydra that appears out of nowhere and attacks locals' farms, villages, and it's even attacked the castle from once and twice. All his soldiers together have barely been able to fight it off. After each attack, the Thessahydra disappears into the woods and leaves no trail, so they haven't really been able to find it, to track it down. And, he wants to know if you guys will go looking for this monster.
I refuse.
Paladin refuses. That's great. Alright. So, here we are. I've kind of given you the lowdown of what's going on, and now as the character, Sir Tristan, I'm going to ask you if you will go and hunt for this creature. You three are the most trusted adventurers that I have.
I don't know.
What do I
You've
get out of it?
done numerous things for me before. You have protected our kingdom before, and I feel that you guys can go and check this out for me and see if you can find where this beast is going to, where it is retreating to. So even if you don't completely pursue it for me, you could find where it's going and let us know, and we could send in the guard. So what do you say, Paladin Josh?
What are you gonna give me?
That is very unpaladin-like.
Yeah.
What am I going to give you? Rewards. There will be a reward for bringing this beast back.
Where's my artifacts at?
You don't get artifacts yet.
You go get about to boot up your ass.
Exactly. Wizard, you seem to be the sensible one here. Wizard Blake,
I will agree.
you will agree. Ranger Aiden?
I don't care.
Alright, well you're kind of always there with Blake. He's your buddy, right? Long-time partner.
So I guess I say.
So we throw this paladin guy in the mix. He seems to be the stickler.
If he refuses, we could just throw him in the dumpster, maybe.
Oh, we're already scrapping you and we just started.
Ah, sure. Aiden, that's a great foot to get off on. It really looks like he wants to test if you're going to be useful or not.
I want some coin. Let's
I
go.
already told you there would be a reward. Haven't I rewarded you guys before?
No.
Not what I wanted.
Listen, this is going to be the biggest test yet, so this will be the biggest reward.
Hopefully it's $100 or $10.
What is $1, sir? This is gold we're talking about.
He's
Gold,
cheap.
silver, electrum,
Hopefully it's 10
copper poison,
hundred
copper pieces.
million coins.
Ranger is accept
We're drunk.
with coins.
Meow.
But I accept.
You accept?
I accept.
That's good, because I
Now we
wasn't giving
don't
you any
have to
bribes to
pay.
do this anyway.
At least now we don't have to throw him in the dumpster. Who doesn't like the dumpster?
Okay, cool. Now, forgive us as we're kind of going on here. We're kind of having some fun learning this all together. I should have probably pre-read more of this beforehand, but
Slacker.
YOLO. Okay, but I am going to give you some things. So, first thing I am giving you guys are 2 bags of holding, so that you can easily bring the severed heads of this beast back to me. I am going to give you a ring of protection and a potion of healing. And I'm going to give you 2 weapons. One to the wizard, which will be a wand of magic missile. And to the paladin, you'll be able to have my greatsword with you.
Did you clean it first?
Maybe. There might still be a few bloodstains, but this is the greatsword, Winter's Dark Bite. It is made of an unknown black metal. In most cases, it works with a +1 greatsword, but when used against a Tessahydra, it works with a +3 greatsword. While in the upside down, it works as a +4 greatsword. So normally it's a +1. When going in to attack this certain beast, it's a +3. And then when you're adventuring further on, it is a +4. So, now that you guys have this stuff, you have some potions, we won't really worry about the nitty-gritty, we'll just kind of get this adventure going on. I sent you adventurers out and hope you can bring back this beast to me. I've trusted you before, I'm trusting you now, and this will be your greatest adventure and greatest reward yet. Good day, my good fellows.
So if I bring it back 2 cats, it doesn't count.
No, not 2 cats. No.
Okay.
Go. Like, out of my throne room. Let's get this done, alright? If you don't lose any more people, you're not going to get a reward because then there's nobody to protect.
As I drag my feet out the fucking throne room.
Alright. Everybody is out of here.
Meow.
So now, you can head out into the town type area. We'll just do like normal town. Couple roads here, couple roads there. Everything kind of leads out to like the wooded area. You know, there'll be villagers around if you want to talk to a villager. There'll be a couple merchants. Maybe a couple guards walking around, but not too much. So, what would you guys like to do?
Hunt
Calls me
down
out.
the dragon.
Prepare some extra belongings. I have a bunch of extra moves. I don't know what the damage is for. I have I have prepared 4 level 1 spells, 2 level 2 spells on the side. Set aside from.
There you go. They'll be in there.
Okay.
So you guys can kind of use that. I'm not really going to use that one. It should have been...
It has 3 of them on here, but when I was looking at my spell book, which just dawned on me, it says I have these other ones prepared that I would have to use.
I have a long bonus.
And it just doesn't show exactly their stats.
Alright, that's cool. Alright, so now you guys are out in...
Johabaroka.
You guys are out in the square.
Where we all die.
Why does it have to be a square? Why can't it be a circle?
Whatever.
You swear.
Remember, you're gonna live on forever in the land of YouTube.
You know what? My bar winch left me this morning. That's why I feel like crap. I'm so
Awesome.
sorry.
Also, mental note, Ryan, I'm going to need you to give me permission to download this off of our Facebook. If I can't access it, because I forgot to do a local recording.
Slacker.
Yeah, that's what happens when you switch computers. Anyway, so you guys are out in the town. You tell me where you're heading, what you're looking to accomplish, what you want to accomplish in town. Let's do this. Let's get to rolling. I am getting
Bored.
needing to dice.
I have my arms spread out, spinning in a circle.
The paladin cast a whirlwind as we're walking through town.
Oh god.
Guys, I promise that our main story will be a lot better than this.
It's been a while.
Alright, so look at it. Look at it this way. Think of Divinity. You guys went into town. You know, I know you just started killing things because that's the way that town's set up.
Good
With
paladin.
the interactions and stuff. You gotta remember too, you are a paladin. You're not out there to murder. You're out there to get this job done. You now have a goal. It was given to you by your king and good friend. You're
Well,
now
honestly, a
kind of-
good friend wouldn't send me out to die.
But he knows.
He
that
asked you
can
to.
do it, and he sent you with a group. So how do you know you're gonna die? Plus, he gave you like one of the badass swords in the kingdom.
Oh, so I can use them both as bait and then run away?
Sure, you're that kind of paladin, but let's get this going. Are you guys looking for
Oh, God.
villagers to talk to? Are you going out? Do not make me railroad you. Let's break into this.
Hey, what's the stats for that wand I received?
It's a wand of magic missile. It allows you to cast magic missile when you use it. I think it's
Oh,
it's a D4 of damage, I believe.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if there's actual like other
Yeah.
stats. Oh, okay, so if it's just
Yeah,
I can cast it like a
you can use-
cantrip, right, through the wand.
Yeah, you can use
Oh.
that as an action, or
Oh,
you know
okay.
what? I'll even say you can use that as your bonus action. That'd be nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure on that before we go.
Can I roll the stats on my sword again?
Please don't write on my paper. We'll just keep.
No,
it
he's
in
on
there.
his notebook.
Oh, you're in your notebook. Cool. The stats on it, it works as a +1 greatsword, but when it's used against the Tessahydra, it is a +3, and if you're in the upside down, it's a +4. Basically, what I'll do is, regular enemies you add +1 to your roll. Against the Tessahydra, you're gonna add +3, and then in the upside down, you add +4. Yeah, Blake, so I think magic missiles, I believe, is just...
Well, I have the spells here. I just want to make sure that the wand was how the wand was working.
Okay, so it's going to be 1d4 + 1. So I was right. So that's pretty much, you can use it as a bonus action because it's your wand. So like you can cast one of your spells and then you can use that.
Oh yeah, the 1d4 + 1.
Alright, so just so you know, like around town too, there's a priest around, there's some merchants, there's a woodcutter, and there's some elderly farmers around and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys are out there. You are searching around town. What do you want to do? Who do you want to talk to? Aiden, would you like to go talk to anybody?
I want to talk to you.
No, you gotta think like you're in a video game.
Hi, video game person.
You want to go talk to somebody to get information.
Josh, give me information.
Guys, your ranger is useless outside of combat.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I guess I'll
you
talk
got the
to
one potion.
zombies.
And I'm really thirsty, so give me a second. While you guys are doing that, then we will.
I'll talk
So
to
we
a
only got that one
zombie.
potion, right?
Hi, zombie.
The one potion, and then you got the weapon, I got the weapon.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
zombie.
You got the wand, I
You
got the
can have a
sword.
couple of potions and whatnot, and that kind of stuff.
So like what, one each then for a start?
Yeah. Like I said, we're not gonna get into the real.
Well, I know not, but just basic. Though.
Yeah, you've got stuff, you've got supplies. If I need to wing it, I will wing it. Let's get adventuring. Come on, you guys aren't giving me anything. You're out in the middle of town, standing there holding your swords in your hand.
Okay.
I have a long bow.
I'll start forcing people out of town and lead them towards the Tessahydra, and they will be bait, and then I will take out the thing by myself.
Okay, that's what you want to do? You want to go off by yourself with
No.
the villagers as bait?
These are also my bait right here.
Okay, that's cool. They're also
No.
your group. You're a group of friends. Let me reiterate this. You are an adventuring party.
If you kill us, you automatically get
You
murdered.
are friends. Together, you can beat this thing.
I'll visit everyone's grave once a year.
Okay, for the last time, you're in the middle of town.
How's the town laid out?
Like I said, it's like you kind of have like a center, circle, square, whatever kind of market area in the middle. It branches off to some houses, maybe like a bar or something, and then
Okay.
outside it's like the wall. Like it's not like a real big castle. Like you guys are well off because there's farmland outside. There's
So it's like the
inner
outer edge,
castle
pretty
wall,
much.
and then there's like an outer edge. So think of it like of a double ringed wall. Like
I guess
there's a
I'll go
castle
to
with
the
a really
bar.
big wall for like the main part of the city, and then it goes into farmland, and you have like a smaller wall.
No.
Daddy, do bars only have drinks?
Our ranger's drunk. This is gonna be great.
The bar has everything. Back then, like the bars, and it's a tavern then.
Oh, I thought it was a drunk thing.
Think of the tavern as when we'd go to Buffalo's or something to eat. They have stuff for you, but then they have stuff for the adults.
My guy's an adult, so he's allowed to drink beer. So we can go to the bar.
This
and
is your
drink
idea.
beer. You said there were bars.
No,
Why not?
you are a 8-year-old ranger. We'll say 9 because you're 9 in 5 days.
You get apple juice.
So, what are you guys doing? Talk to me here.
Going to
Heading
the
to a
bar.
villager.
What?
What? How many villagers are around?
You got a couple, there's merchants, like I said, that's like, you're in like the town square area. There's merchants set up.
How much
You
currency
have
do
a
I have on
tavern
me?
to the side. You've got, a little, like, some priests are walking around because there's a chapel, too.
How much gold's on me?
It's in your inventory. The one that GP.
10.
Oh, only got 10 gold.
Yeah, I got 15, and then
What kind of crap
10.
is that? Where's my money?
In your face.
Jeez.
So when you go and get this thing and bring it back, you'll have money.
Yeah, so we gotta make
You
use
don't
of
know
what we
what's going to
have.
happen if you beat this thing.
How many
Hey, guys,
days?
you also wanna
How am
go
I
to
supposed
the
to
bars?
survive for how many days I'm gonna go kill this thing?
You have 10 one-day rations.
Exactly.
We better hope there's another town along
Listen.
the way.
You guys are working for the king of this area.
I'm
You have
working for the
always
bar.
worked at this king of the area.
So we're always supposed.
You have rooms in the freaking castle. Like,
Bah.
you have a little adventuring corner. You know what? You guys are the first branch of Echoes of Reality.
Alright, you know what? I'm taking this long sword. I'm gonna decapitate both of them. Take their money and just go do this myself.
Roll initiative.
I was joking, but let's do this. Let's see.
Now we gotta fight the paladin.
All right, everybody, please grab a D20. Damn it, I don't have a notebook.
As
I
a
need a
mysterious
D20.
time force, Josh said he's gonna break the game.
I need a D20.
Yeah, I know. Did that right.
I shall test you through and through.
Ow! D20. I got 17.
It doesn't count yet.
I know.
I won't do that too much. You'll lose your rolling touch. And you'll start getting bad rolls.
But I just got 19, so.
It may not happen again. You don't mess with dice. They will screw you.
All right.
Dare you. So Josh is trying to murder his friends.
Obviously, this paladin's a pain in the ass. So, everybody.
I'm alright. I'm just trying to go to the bar.
It's a tavern.
Yeah, it's a tavern.
It's food.
It's pretty bad when there's a 9-year-old
Wow.
asking for alcohol.
Maybe
I mean, I could put him
that's-
out of his misery for you.
Alright.
You're trying to put both of us out on misery. We didn't do anything.
Everybody roll a d20 and add your initiative bonus. Your initiative bonus is in the middle of your sheet near the top next to your armor class.
What's our armor
So-
class?
That's your defense. Right now, roll your d20.
Aiden.
Oh,
Okay.
that sucks. This is a lot of fun.
He
got
got
a-
a crit 20.
A freaking 20.
He's got, what's his
He got
Aiden,
20.
what's
He's
your
got
initiative?
22 then.
22?
Oh
What's
yeah.
yours?
I haven't rolled yet.
Blake got a 9.
I got 11.
Blake has 11.
18.
18.
So we
so
would-
it's gonna go
20.
Aiden,
Murders Josh.
Josh,
Blake.
Blake.
I murdered Josh.
Aiden, what is your armor class?
16.
Your armor class is 16?
I think.
Attack this guy.
I don't know.
Look
Your
where it says
armor
initiative.
class. You
16.
gotta actually.
Oh wow. Josh, what's your armor class?
19.
Blake, what's your armor class?
12.
12. Okay, cool. So I know that. I need to know that. I need to know that. Aiden, what's your health?
Where's health?
That'll be like right under it, written really small. It says hit point maximum.
28.
Josh?
28.
Blake?
Health
20.
Yeah.
20.
Okay, so Aiden, you're up first. You guys are in the middle of the square. It's kind of you two to the one side, and Josh is over on the other side. He pulled his sword on you.
So
What do
I
you
get a
want to do?
Murder him.
You want to pull out your,
Well, what do you want to do? You gotta look at your sheet. This is where you gotta do reading and looking and paying attention.
I
You
guess,
have, right now, you have a long bow and a short sword.
I guess I'll pull out my short sword, put it on his neck, tell him join us one more time.
He's attacking you. You have to attack.
We have to attack. There's no reason
You're-
to make us
you're
pull.
in.
Attack him with my short sword and murder him.
Okay,
Alright,
so,
so
what's his?
He gets a d6 plus 3.
What he has to roll to. he has to-
What's the attack die that we use for determining if it hits or not?
It's a d20 plus proficiency.
Oh, d20 is the attack. Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be.
Okay, so you gotta roll this, and whatever that is, you get plus 5.
Okay, so roll.
So d20 plus 5. 7 plus 5, so we got a 12 to hit.
He misses. So what happens is Aiden pulls out his short sword and takes a swing at Josh. Josh is able to deflect it very nimbly. Aiden, do you want to move or anything? Because now you can do a move action if you want to. Would you like to back up away?
Fireball, go.
Or you can stay right there in his face where he's just going to whack at you next turn.
I guess I'll let Blake go.
You want to stay in that spot?
No.
You want to move? Yeah. Okay, so you're going to move back. What's your movement? It's
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yes, 30 feet.
Alright, so
How far apart are we?
pretty close.
Hi-ya.
This is move
Oh.
back
That's what I can see.
30 feet. So, I'm gonna say like, you guys are in the square. Josh. Aiden's back here. Blake right there. I'm right there. I'm right there. So it's kind of like that, like,
Aiden.
Oh, okay.
Blake.
so Aiden's
Blake.
moved back a couple squares.
Josh.
You're right in Josh's face, and it is Josh's turn. What are you going to do? So you've got the wizard right in front of you, and the ranger has ran 30 feet back. Remember, you kind of gotta be like in front of them to be able to hit them.
Can I throw my javelin?
You can throw your javelin. How far can you throw your javelin?
I have no clue.
It should tell you the feet.
Where does it say that?
Or
Let me see. Let me see. Sorry, I wish I had copies of everybody's sheet too. Okay, so he has 5 javelins.
you might need the actual book then to see what a javelin is. I can see if it's in here quick.
Javelin's a type of spear.
Know what the attack on the javelin is, because it may be like, let's say, a D6 or a D4, and then throwing, depending the distance, is how far you can throw it. And if it goes, you're trying to throw it too far, it might get a negative bonus.
Yeah, let's look that see if we can find see if I can find some weapon in here.
Oh, I do have some weapons right here.
Equipment.
Javelin. 1d6 piercing.
Mm-hmm. I have
You
that.
can throw. It says thrown range 30/120.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the
So
minimum's
you can
30. The
throw-
farthest is 120.
What it is you can throw 30, like just by rolling a straight up d20. You can hit that 120, but you're gonna roll it at disadvantage. So you're gonna roll 2 d20s and take the lower number. So you could, you could possibly hit. You could hit Aiden, or you could hit Blake right in front of you. So what do you want to do?
I want to my javelin to the ranger.
You're gonna throw your javelin. All right, roll that d20.
Who you can throw that?
You. 17.
So mean.
17. Oh, that is going to hit. Blake, what was the damage on that?
The javelin. 1d6 piercing.
So you're gonna roll a d6 and throw it at that.
So it's 5 plus 3, so 8.
At Aiden. Kind of just writing notes here. So Aiden, you're now down to 20 health.
Aww.
Shalina, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry if I murdered your name. I'm a trash can.
We know. You are.
I am. And I'll get yelled at, and that's alright, because that's all good. Alright, so Josh has threw a javelin at the ranger because our party is currently fighting each other. And it's kind of the ranger and the wizard against the paladin. Do you want to do anything else? You threw that. You do have minor actions you can do. So what do you want to do? So you used your attack. So now you can move, or you can use a minor action.
Yeah, I'll use a minor action.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Move back 30 feet.
Okay, so that's gonna be a movement. You're going to move back 30 feet. Josh.
You're 60 feet away.
30 feet back. Alright, Blake, you are now up. So you've got a paladin about 30 feet away from you, and then you've got Aiden about 15 feet behind you.
Alright.
Nice.
So, I am going to go ahead and start by backing off the 15 feet to match up to where Aiden is.
Okay, and that now puts Josh 45 feet away from you.
And then I am going to cast Ray of Frost.
Alright.
I do need to ask, though, for the armor he's wearing, is it metal right now? Like metal?
There's his armor, yeah. He's in plate and stuff.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, because I do get oh, wait, no, wrong move.
Oh shit, that fell apart.
No, I was thinking the other one. Never mind. But that's still good.
That chaos rain.
Alright. roll that to hit him.
Let's see. Well, this is starting off bad. 2 plus 5 is not going to hit.
Good.
Nope, that misses.
Yeah.
Definitely misses.
I did.
And
It's all gone.
you said the one was a bonus action, not.
Yeah, you can use that as a bonus action. You want to try to magic missile him?
Yeah, I'm gonna now.
Magic missiles automatically hit, so roll that d4.
Boom,
D4 plus 1.
4 plus 1. 3.
3. So Josh, you're now down to 25 hit points.
Let's go.
What about my armor though? How's it go through
It
my
doesn't
armor?
matter because
Oh, so it's straight hit.
magic missiles automatically hit.
That's
But
what I
like I
thought.
said, it's
Okay.
only a maximum of 5 damage.
Okay.
And
yeah.
your armor class is technically our attack roll, so if we're trying to actually hit you, we have to roll higher than your 19 or the 19
Okay.
to be able to even
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
you. So anything under that, we can't hit you.
Okay.
It has to be 19 or above.
Alright, so Aiden, you're up. You're about, well, you backed up 30 feet, so you're about 60 feet away now. So you're probably going to want to use a ranged attack. So if you have a bow,
I do.
Blake,
Yeah, he has a long bow.
Yeah.
You have a longbow? Awesome. So you can do that max range without losing any proficiency. So you won't roll it at disadvantage to hit that.
So you roll the d20 and add 6.
Okay, so roll that up.
5 plus 6 is 11. That's no go.
Alright, so you shoot an arrow and it just right by Josh's head.
How'd he get that close?
He has a longbow.
He has a long
Oh,
bow.
you have horrible aim.
But darn it, I just rolled a 20.
That's why I said you don't roll your dice multiple times. You'll lose your rolling touch.
And fires his longbow.
Doesn't hit.
And misses. Alright, is that all you're going to do, Aiden? Because that's all you can
What
really
else
do then.
can I do?
Nothing because you're not close, so.
Yeah, so at this point you just need to.
I'm good.
Alright, so you're gonna stay where you were at. Josh, it is your turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna move forward 30 feet.
Okay, that puts you 15 feet away from Blake. 30 feet from Aiden about.
Oh, yeah.
And grab my javelin and throw it at the wizard.
Alright, let's roll that again.
20, right?
Yeah, you always roll your
D20.
20 plus whatever it was for that. What was the javelin again?
Got a 0.
1 second.
You got a 1.
19 plus 3.
19
Yeah,
plus
javelin's a 1d6.
Oh yeah, you hit the crap out of him because his armor class is only a 12. So roll that d6.
I think I broke a leg.
No, what was the plus for the 20?
Plus was for the 20 was to hit. That was whatever. The
Oh, so it was just a 19, yeah. So,
Okay, so 19?
yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
hit Blake because he only has a 12. So even without your plus, you still hit.
Alright, 3
Yeah.
plus 3, 6.
6 damage.
That's what I get.
Blake's down to 14.
Oh, how many potions do I have? Just 1? Or 3?
Whatever it says on your sheet, plus 1. More damage. Alright, Blake, it is back to you.
Back to me already.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so I'm going to start by backing off another 15 feet. And then I'm going to try Ray of Frost again.
Alright.
Go, Blake, go, Blake. Good job.
Well, I'm definitely not hitting because I got a 2 again. What the hell's with these dice?
Maybe you need a funnel.
Blake.
Try the white. Maybe it'll help.
Alright, so you gonna magic missile again?
Yeah, I've got 2 magic missiles.
Alright, roll that d4.
Break your leg.
3 plus 1, 4.
Alright, Josh. That's 21. Alright, we're back up to Aiden. Are you going to try to fire your bow
Longbow.
again?
Yes.
Alright, let's fire that off.
Roll the d20.
Roll the d20.
No, you pick it up in your hand and roll it properly.
3.
Plus 6 is 9 and not gonna hit.
You missed. That's why you need to roll it, not just drop it.
Yes, yeah.
I did that.
Alright.
Don't do it like that, Aiden. Do it right. Roll it in your hand.
So like,
No, you pick it up, you go like this, and go like that.
what?
That's a roll.
Oh.
You're just dropping it.
We.
Alright. We're back to Josh. Josh, you are up. You are still 15 feet from Blake.
I moved back 15 feet.
Okay, so
That's
you're 30
then I was
feet
30 feet,
from
yes.
It
Blake.
should be 30 feet.
You're bad.
And you're 30 feet from Aiden. So those two are next to each other, but your movement is 30, isn't it? So you can move up, get in their face, and you could swing a sword if you want to instead of throwing a javelin. So let me know what you want to do. You also have spells and abilities. You can use those.
I know. So what is their position, or how close are they to each other?
They're right next to each other. So, like, you're 30 feet away, and they're like, boom, boom, right there.
You say you use the greatsword, right?
Yes, you have that great sword.
If you kill both of us, I'm gonna explode.
In half.
Blake doesn't hit him. There's a good chance.
I'm trying, but 2s are my number.
You should use.
All right. So
Do it like
I'm gonna jump forth 30 feet.
All right.
I'm gonna bring out my long sword,
All right.
and I'm gonna swing at both of them at the same time.
You can hit one.
I can only hit one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the
This
point of
is
the long
gonna-
sword?
Unless you have an ability that is
Great sword,
cleave or
because
something.
you gotta think, this is a two-handed sword right in front of you. Like,
break
you're gonna
it.
swing, but you're not gonna be able to hit both of them.
I'm gonna whirlwind these motherfuckers.
You don't have a
whirlwind, jackass.
or cleave ability.
You're level 3.
Fine. Since the wizard's my biggest problem right now, I'm gonna go for the wizard.
I'm not your biggest problem. I can't hit you.
All right,
I know.
So you're gonna roll that. Plus, do you have a bonus for that sword?
Yeah, I had to roll an 8 and plus 3.
Well, that's the damage.
That's
Yeah.
damage.
Attack bonus is plus 5.
He has what for the sword?
Well, it's the sword he gave him.
The long sword.
Winter's Dark Bite.
This
I
is
just have long
quite
sword.
boring.
Of cost damage.
Okay, so use the long sword then.
Yeah, the
Or do you have
long-
great sword in there at all?
Great sword's in here.
So are you using the great sword or are you using your long sword?
The greatsword.
Okay, he's using great sword.
This only says damage. It doesn't say if he gets a plus to it at all.
Okay, so you get a +1. Let me see your sheet real quick.
So great sword would be 2d6 then plus 1 if that's what it is.
Yeah, that's the damage, but yeah, +5 to hit.
Because if
That's
his
what I needed. So roll your
on his
d20 +5 is what that is. Oh, it also has the javelin right there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we needed.
that what? Then why did I look at? God damn it!
I told you.
All right,
Plus
so
5.
roll that d20 and add 5.
Break it, no, break it.
16 plus
Oh
5.
yeah, you hit him. You hit him good. All right, now next to that, it shows your damage.
It's 2,000.
So right next to where it says,
Plus 3 to slashing.
no, that's what you roll then. Here. Right here. It's a
Oh.
D8 +3, and that's what the kind of damage it does.
Oh, so I have to roll an 8 now. Gotcha.
Yeah, see. And then you add 3. So roll your D8 +3
Whoa.
+1.
5.
So you do 9 damage to Blake.
Each character is going to be on one spell. Oh, okay.
Blake, you were down to 5 health.
So because I used the Wand of Magic Missile twice, the second time it gets increased by a level. So I should have rolled the level 2 version of Magic Missile for that. Because I'm reading the Wand of Magic Missile effect right here.
Yeah.
It only gets 3 charges. Every charge expanded after the first cast, the level increases. So it's a level 1 spell right now, so it would go to a level 2. So I should have hit him with a level 2 spell last time.
Not my fault. You don't know how your stuff works.
You didn't give us time.
Hey, and I said you could use it as much as you want, so we'll ignore that level thing. Blake hits Josh for 9 damage.
Thanks for giving me some good rolls.
Alright, so he's up in your face. Alright, so now it's back to Blake. Josh is in your face. You only have 5 health. And you got the rogue next to you. What's going on?
Use
Roll for dick punch. Well, because he's up in my face, he's wearing that lovely plate. I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp, which gets a bonus because he's wearing metal plate.
Alright.
There goes the dick punch.
Yeah, so just says you have advantage on the attack.
Okay, so since you have advantage, you roll 2 d20s and take the higher one.
Oh, okay, so that's
And then add your bonus to that.
okay.
2.
I can't roll high.
What'd you roll?
The highest would be a 5, and I get a +5.
So a 10. That misses.
Wait, what was your other one?
Well, then I'm gonna back away 30 feet and magic missile.
Alright.
2.
You're so good with twos.
Down to 19.
I roll. I haven't used I have used these dice for so long. They haven't been used.
Blake misses
Me.
with shocking and 2 damage MM. Alright, Aiden, it is back up to you. Josh is right in front of you, so you could swing your sword if you want to, or you could back off, and then fire your bow.
That's what I want to do.
Back
Back up
off.
30 feet and then activate my longbow.
Okay, so roll your d20.
Alright, roll your d20.
11 plus 6, 17, not gonna hit.
That misses.
Oh.
Alright, so you're just back there. I don't think there's any bonus things you can do. So Josh, we're back to you.
Yeah, because you never gave me a sword or anything.
You do have a sword,
But you backed
you
up to use your bow because you want to stay away from him.
Yeah.
Alright,
You could have used your
So,
sword and then
Josh,
backed away.
you have a weakened
It doesn't have a
Blake
bonus.
It doesn't
30
matter
feet
about
from
the
you,
bonus.
and then Aiden.
You could have
30
attacked
feet
him
from
and
you.
then backed off.
What do you want to do?
And then next
How much health does Aiden have?
I cannot tell you that.
Oh, okay. We'll play a little game then. I'm gonna jump forward another 30 feet, hit him with my longsword.
You're gonna hit Aiden with the longsword? Roll me that d20
12.
plus.
What's the longsword
What's your
attack
long-
bonus?
Oh, wasn't it?
It's a 5
5,
Plus 5,
17.
Right? So 17. Oh, you hit.
by 1 damage.
Roll that damage.
6
6.
plus 3.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Blake, you are up. You have very little health.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with popping a potion.
Alright. Let me know what that potion's doing.
Healing me, hopefully. For more than 1 damage. Or 1 hit point. What's it? Oh, I guess I gotta look at potion, what it heals.
Yeah. I don't think it says that all on any because I'm not really sure potions.
Potion of healing, cost and weight. That's not helping me. Oh. A character who drinks the magic red fluid in this vial regains 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
There you go.
So I get 2d4 plus 2.
Bang.
4, 7, 8, 9. I get 9 back.
9. Okay, so...
Good job. Now Blake has 14 health. 15 now.
Alright, so you did that. That's your minor action right there.
Yeah, so now I'm going to try with Ray of Frost.
Blake is
Again.
15,000 health.
See how this works.
Blake is
Alright.
3.
16,000 guys know.
Damn it! Why'd you say it? You.
I stabbed him with a dagger.
Alright, so Blake misses again. Do you want to run away?
Yeah, back at 10 feet.
Alright, so you run away. Alright, it is up, Aiden. It is your turn. You have Josh right in front of you. What do you want to do?
It's because it's white.
Back up 30 feet and then use my longbow.
Alright, roll me that d20.
10 plus 6 is 16. Does not hit.
You still do not hit him.
You're so mean.
It's because he's a high armor class.
Josh, you are up.
Okay.
Next time I'm backing up.
Where's my
40.
wizard at?
I'm farther back. I moved 20 feet back, so Aiden's still in front of where you're
He's
at.
only 20 feet away. You can roll up on him.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's how you do that.
Alright. So, I will concede this fight. I will lay down my arms, laugh at them, and let's get the fuck on with this quest.
Alright, well, since you guys finished this and you've got your testosterone leveled out, you dropped Blake the 14 hit points. You have 19 hit points, and Aiden has 11. You guys might.
I used my tinderbox and light a fire under his ass.
You guys might want to go. Alright, so you guys want to go take a rest now? Are you all good? So we can replenish everything? This is going to become the Josh is an asshole battle.
Why can't we just say, alright, you're friends again, then stab him in the neck?
Okay, so he said he's good. Are you all good now?
I used Mage Hand to slap him.
Alright, so the wizard slaps you across the face with Mage Hand.
And I will too.
You don't have Mage Hand, but you can
Alright.
slap him. It might hurt
I'll
you
The
more than
wizard
me.
has you do it twice, so you kind of get a pop pop by Mage Hand. I'm going to say you guys go to the inn now and take a nice little rest.
First
to get
I'm going
you
to
guys
the
back
bar.
to maximal.
It's a tavern, not a bar.
It's a tavern called a bar one more time and you're kicked off.
Bar.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Anyway, so it is now the next day. You guys rested up. Your first day was unproductive.
I'm
Your
still mad at
reward
Josh.
has now gone down by a day because there was word that got back to the king that you guys started arguing in the middle of the square.
Could we
What
slap
y'all wanna do?
Josh?
Just arguing us fight
Slap
you lucky.
Josh one more time.
Alright.
Bow. Slap
Alright, so
you.
you guys are back out in the square, back to start one. Nice, fresh, ready to go, ready to get this done because you want to go kill this thing and get your reward.
play
What are you guys doing?
Slapping Josh in the face.
We're all
100
screwed
times.
because they can't roll. So let's go.
Yeah, they can't roll against you.
Hey, I was
Yeah.
testing their metal, man. I was just giving it a shot.
You are also a fully trained warrior.
He's a ranged mage. He's ranged too.
Alright, I'm just saying, bro.
He's supposed to be smarter, and he fails.
I'm only a child.
Smarter and being able to hit are two different things.
I see this.
I can call you a dumbass, but use you as a shield and go toe-to-toe.
There we go.
So, you said there's farmland on the outskirts, right? Wow, the DM sucks too. Hey, you said there's farmland. Sure. Was that a yes or no, you fucker?
I guess my dad's also bad at rolling.
He's bad DM.
It's impossible to hit Josh.
I know.
I got 2 other character sheets here. I was gonna fuck around some, but.
Meow. Meow.
Our ranger's a cat.
Bow. I slap Josh one more time. I like it.
Alright, so you guys are out in the square. Yeah, there's farmland further out. So, like, you're in the middle. And then you go through, like, there's big walls around because it's like castle, like, wall.
Yeah. No, is there like the path out of town
But
through
there's
the
a-
farmland? Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, so then you come out, and it's like, think of it like, alright, so let's do this.
It was a double ring, right?
We're gonna go, yeah. But Blake doesn't much shit, so. So it's like this.
Well, I was trying to see about if it's like an actual path out of the town or if it's on the outer ring of the inner ring, which...
Farm. But this is like...
If we can go out towards the farmland, it's where we want to go.
Small.
That's what I
So
would
it's kind of
suggest.
like this. You have the castles here, then you've got the town with a really big wall. But then you got like the farmland and stuff with like a smaller wall.
Well, I figured
Like, if
I
I
just want to
smaller
make
wall,
sure
like-
there's a path going out of town
At
through
least a
there.
7 foot. Yeah, but there's a path. Like I said, there's a couple different ways you can go out of town to get to the wooded area. But you can go through that farmland. So that's what you guys want to do. You want to head straight to the woods.
I'd say is
Yes.
how many people live actually on the plotted land of the farm? Go
Yeah,
talk.
you got a decent amount of like houses and stuff around, so you can go up and you pick to go talk to one of them. Maybe you kind of have the idea too of like where it had ran off to, but you just know it's into the woods, so you can kind
Oh,
of
it's
go
more-
to like
oh, okay.
if you want, you can go to those houses by there if you would like.
Oh, okay.
So you guys let me know what you want to do.
Go in the forest already and get this over with. That's what I want to do.
Go ahead and make our way out and see if there's anyone in the farmland to see if they have any extra information.
I will follow.
Alright. So you're just hitting the edge of the farmland right before
Yeah,
you
we're
go.
just gonna pretty much just like mosey on out if there's someone there, talk to them to see if they've seen anything or heard anything extra, and then if not, just commence right into the
Alright,
woods.
cool. So you kind of come up to like a little like farmland area. You know, they have some horses. It looks like they kind of grow like corn and stuff like there. They're kind of like your vegetable people. Maybe they've got like a couple pigs too around. But it's this older elderly man and his wife, and you kind of like roll up and talk to him because he's there. And hey, how you young folk doing? What is bringing you up this way?
Next line, I'm old Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Oh my.
What brings you folks to the farmlands? I don't normally see your tribe out here.
We were just passing by and wondering if you have heard or seen any unusual activity of monster sightings.
Ah, yes, if you look like right behind my house, over there, there's a giant hole in the wall. I think it was from a thistlehacker or whatever has been attacking, but it came through here. It hit old Betty's 3 weeks ago.
Who's Betty?
If you want, you can go check it out. But he hasn't really come near. It hasn't come near the houses. It always goes around and like straight for the wall.
You
Well,
sound
we appreciate
silly.
the information. I will suggest to everyone we go and check out the hole.
All right, would you kitties like some corn to go?
Yes, and 3 horses and 2 pigs.
No, but I'll give you some corn. You each get a stalk of corn.
I'll take 50.
Alright.
I'll take 20
I
things
take
of
it in
You
corn.
each get like it's like roasted corn, like lathered with some butter on it, so you can kind of eat it as you go. It's like corn on the cob, but it's roasted.
Where's the bacon?
There's no bacon.
What about
Not big.
I will make my
what
own
about
bacon.
eggs?
He says if you come back, you can have some bacon.
Okay.
But he points you in the direction of the wall. You guys want to go
So
investigate?
I go 5
No.
feet forward and then 10 feet back. Take the bacon and go back forward.
You're walking in circles. What kind of adventure are you? Get to the wall.
I'm already at the wall.
Me too.
Josh, you're there.
Blake, I got the bacon.
Alright, so
I
you
shake my
guys-
head and make an investigation roll.
Alright, roll me some investigation.
Intelligence plus
Ow.
5. Oh, I get plus 5.
Oh my gosh.
D20, right?
I told him I don't have it.
What? You don't have investigation?
0.
Yeah, but you can still roll an investigation. You always roll a d20 for what you're doing. It's just if you have it or not, is if you get a bonus or if you get a penalty to it.
Oh, so I'm just kidding now. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna make you roll two d20s, and you're rolling at disadvantage. You take the lower number because you're still thinking about the bacon.
I got 10 plus 5, so 15.
Okay.
For investigation.
Hey, are you investigating at all?
I don't know.
You gonna help us look at the?
Lowest
Sure.
number's 4.
Oh, he got a straight 18. He gets no bonus, but he got straight 18 for investigation.
And you got a 15?
I got a 15.
Alright. And you got what?
4.
Alright, so Josh
Good.
is off looking at some trees and flowers. He's got like comical little bubble above his head with bacon in it. So that's what he's doing.
Drooling, staring at the pig.
That's it. He's still facing off at the farm, staring at the pig drooling. While you guys are kind of checking out, like, this looks like it was burst through outward. So it definitely didn't come in this way, but it went out that way. The rubble's like out. Aiden, you can see some tears, so it might have hurt itself. It might not have. You're not too sure because you still don't know that much about this creature besides what
That
it
it
is.
made a big.
And that it made this hole, and then it's been attacking. But you can kind of get the general direction. Since you rolled an 18, you can kind of get the directions into the wood that it has gone. So you're going to head out of there, and then you're going to kind of head like northeast into the woods and start heading through there. If you want to, you can relay that information. You go grab your paladin and be like, yo, this is what's going on. This is what we've seen. Do we
so-
want to keep proceeding?
Bacon.
No eggs.
So what do you guys want to do?
You're fine. We'll give you bacon, but we get to eat it. You get none.
Then what's the point of giving it to me? You want to fight again?
Alright, so you guys...
I start walking off towards the woods.
Alright, so you start walking off towards the woods. What do you do?
Slap Josh in the face again.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright, as I come to my senses, I head towards the woods.
Alright, take 1 point of damage from that slap too.
Huh.
He had to slap you pretty good.
Okay.
So we'll just remember this.
But a mage hand's like a pimp slap. That should be 2 points.
Yeah, but Aiden actually slapped him. The mage hand doesn't do any damage.
Haha.
Picks up rock, slaps the rock.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, so you guys are all together. Josh is kind of in the back. Aiden and Blake are in the front. And you guys are starting to head through the woods. Roll me some more perception.
My dad's weird.
Perception. So let's see. Your perception is +3, so you'll D20 +3.
Oh my god. D20. Is this a D20?
Yes, that's the D20. No. +3. You,
I got
Aiden,
14.
That's my perception.
You said perception, right?
I got 11.
Okay.
And that's what I rolled. But I got my +3.
4 plus 2.
Josh is still thinking about the bacon.
Walking straight, head turned back.
He's kind of
Sad
He's
song.
kind of talking to the wizard too, so you don't see much. Like you're getting a sense of, hey, this is
Hey,
the
wizard.
woods. But the ranger is down. He's trying to track and see what is going on. Give me one more perception roll,
Roll to get nated.
and this time with advantage. So roll 2 of them and give me the higher number.
Oh my
Roll
gosh.
to those.
20.
Oh, he had got crit 20.
Oh, a
I got a
natural
20
20.
and
Boom.
an 18.
Your
So he
highest,
is
you
down
got
there.
net 20.
He is getting ready to track, and he is just like, hey, guys. He smacks the paladin again.
Bang!
I lose another health.
I don't lose another health in this one. It's just kind of like a whack.
Just to snap you out of
But
it.
he's like, guys, dude, I see a trail. I know where it's leading. We need to start heading west now. So you've headed northeast into the thing. You kind of came to the point where you were starting to look, and all of a sudden he's just like, boom, honed in. Y'all need to start heading west. So he relays that information to you. You guys decide what you would like to do.
Pee in the bushes.
Okay, you can go pee in the bushes.
Yes.
Head back towards the farm, grab that pig, come back.
Justice still.
You are too far into the woods right now. You would not make it back.
I will set them on fire. I'll set the woods on fire and head back.
The woods do not catch on fire.
Oh,
The
okay.
magical woods.
Well,
They catch you on fire.
I'll pull my head down, be sad, and move forward.
Okay. So, Wizard, since you're the sensible one right now, you just relayed all the information about what is going on and the direction that this creature has gone in. What do you want to do?
I will take one more look around and look towards the direction we're going to see if there's maybe anything left behind, or
You do know that your ranger was sharp and exactly on point. You can give me one more roll, but he did have a natural 20, which means
so
he knows exactly where
I
you
know,
need to go.
but I want to see if there's anything that.
He has seen it all. He
Okay,
rolled a
So if I just ask you
natural
if he's seen something, you
20.
will know then.
Yes.
Alright, so
But
did the
like I said,
creature.
you're pretty much in a wooded area. There isn't much going on. Your normal animals, bushes, stuff like that. Some rustling from squirrels and stuff running around. But your ranger knows where you need to go.
Mr. Bob.
Oh, someone was just.
Mr. Bob.
Oh, someone's just U-turning in our driveway.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait.
Alright, so Aiden, you know where to go. You relate to them. Your wizard's looking around a little bit more, but you're like, hey, bro.
So,
I
bro.
see it. I know where we need to go. There's just some animals around us. This is what we need to do.
This is what we need to do.
So then I will start going in direction that we have found out.
Alright, so you guys start walking, and you're walking for a little bit, but Aiden's got you on trail, you're cutting in and out of trees, but you seem like you have a destination. Everywhere he steps, it seems to be this kind of cleared path, like it's been walked before. And then eventually, you come up into a very big opening and cave-like area. What happens is, so you're like walking, it's trees, it's woods everywhere, and I'll think of like kind of like a mini mountain type thing. You ever see like the shows where they have like where you're going through the woods and then it's like that bunker in a hill type deal? You kind of see that, but it's cave, not bunker. And this is where the tracks lead you to.
I have a question.
What's up?
You said we're gonna be walking into a cave, right?
So you're in front of the cave right now. That's
So
where
we're looking
Yeah.
into
with
it.
your 20 roll that you had, you led them to the cave. You can see that this might be this creature's cave. This is what it led you up to.
Right. Shouldn't there be bats that fly out of the cave?
You
that
have
make...
not gone in the cave. You have not
Hell
rustled
dark.
the cave. You do not know what's going on. It is a cave.
Shouldn't I want to lose a health?
Can I roll to see how? I guess it'd be maybe perception to see how dark it is, just peering in.
It's a cave. It's dark, bro.
Well, I have dark vision.
Well, then it doesn't matter.
So I
you
just
can
want-
see like it's normal.
Oh, okay. So then I'm just gonna roll to see what I can see in the entrance then. So, do you want investigation or perception?
You need investigation. Because you're actually looking for stuff.
Yeah, because I can see 60 feet with dark vision in front of me at all times.
Is he the only one rolling?
Yeah, because I have dark vision
He's the only one that can see right now.
into the dark.
So we're not in. We're actually outside.
We're
You're
outside.
like right outside it. So like you guys are like here and you're looking into this area. Like you can see the mound behind it,
shit.
the trees all around in the forest, but
Alright.
you know
Like,
everything
this
to
is-
this point.
So while the
This is
wizard
the
is staring
cave.
off into the cave
This is us.
in the sand, I take my foot and I draw a heart saying Josh loves bacon.
I got a
Alright.
15 plus 5 for
Josh
investigation.
loses another health.
Alright. You got what for it?
I got an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. Alright.
And I can only see 60 feet in.
Alright, so you start looking around and you're looking at the ground, you're looking all over, and what you can tell is it's pretty clear right here. But you can tell, you see the Tethahydra trails. You see owlbear footprints. And you can tell that there are about 25 troglodytes that have gone this way. You can't determine if they're in this cave. You know the Tethahydra is in the cave because it's a heavier type footprint leading that way.
I will relay the information to everyone and make sure that everyone's ready.
And also what you can kind of see is that like you can like You can kind of see the entrance, and it looks like it kind of narrows a little bit, and then opens up again. But that's all you can really see from where you're at now.
Okay, so I'll relay all that information, make sure everyone gets ready, and then I'm going to pull a torch out. Use my tinderbox to light it.
Alright, so he's got a torch out. I guess if you want, you could probably hand that to the paladin, because you can see.
Yeah. So I'll do that then. I'll hand you a torch.
Awesome, Amy and Ty. How you guys doing? Thanks for popping in here.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for the torch. I'll just stand here and look at my bacon. Impression in the sand.
Ranger smacks you again and says it's time to go in. You want your reward. He kind of snaps you out of the bacon thing as soon as he mentions reward again.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. So you guys want to start heading in?
Proceeding in with caution, yes.
Okay, so you guys slowly walk in. Josh has lost all power.
Josh has found a hole. Oh, there goes the powder in my torch. The last words you hear from your wizard. You owe me that.
All of a sudden, as you start walking in and you're getting ready to come up to this next area, from the right side, you hear screaming, "Ah, run!" And all of a sudden, this little wood elf comes bolting in your direction and smashes right into the paladin and lands on his ass. Whoa! Where did you guys come from?
Is he the paladin?
You do not
Good.
want to go that way.
Whoa.
Oh.
Serious.
Did he fall over at all?
Yeah, he's on his butt.
I'll pick him up, dust him off,
Well, I think you
And
good,
then-
sir. Thank you so much.
ask exactly what he saw.
Albert,
How many?
one. That way.
Is it a straight way or is there bad?
It's off to the right. You kind of curve around here. A little bit of stabbing. Boop. Next area. Bam. Albert. Whew.
If you don't,
Holy crap.
what were you doing in here? If you don't mind me
No,
asking.
I'm just exploring the cave. You know, there's been rewards up for this test of Hydra for a long time now. So I was coming to see what the hustle and bustle was about. And, you know, I ran into a damn owlbear.
I'll let him know that if he is up to it and has the strength to fight, I'll give him the invitation to join for hunting the owlbear.
Hell yeah, I'll join in hunting that damn owlbear. That thing was scary as all hell.
I was gonna drag him by the collar anyway.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, dude. You don't need to do that. I will totally come. By the way, my name is Derek. I'm Derek the Cleric.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Cool, we got a healer.
My name's Bob.
No, it's Aiden.
No, it's
I'll
Bob.
introduce everyone, and I'll go.
I'm Bob.
This here is Aiden, our ranger.
That's cool.
Next to him, the one that you ran into by mistake, is our paladin Josh.
He's
There
really
you go,
good.
And
Paladin,
then-
sir. That plate armor is something I tell you. That hurt.
Hey, Mr. Derek.
And then introduce myself. I am Blake the Wizard.
Hey, Mr. Derek. I have to tell
Hey,
you
how you
something.
guys going? What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, Aiden, what's up?
I have to tell you something.
What?
You do not want to be friends with us because he fought us and almost murdered us. We're
That's
his
cool, but
pals.
I think we're gonna go murder an owlbear. What do you guys say? Or so are we going this way?
I say,
Get all hustle and bustle and ready to go.
ow. My name's Mr. Bob.
So, I think we should get a game plan going together here, guys, because, you know, we're going to go back that way. It is scary. I'm guessing since he's holding the torch, you can maybe see.
Yeah, I have.
I can see.
naturally in the dark. I
So
know
you're-
you can.
You're
They have the
elf.
torch.
Okay, you guys got the torch. So you said you were a ranger, you were a wizard, you were a paladin, and I'm Derek the Cleric. That is right. Don't forget it. So that way then. But you Mr. Paladin Boy, in front.
I'd say we march
Heading to the
Paladin in
right.
front, me and Ranger in middle, and then Cleric in the back.
Sounds good to me. You, Sir Paladin dude, let's lead me down this way. Let's go to the right.
Insert song music. To the left, to the left.
Oh my god, like.
Alright.
Right.
Josh, you are going down and you're leading to the end of the stairs. You kind of stop everybody because you see a big, massive bump in the middle. Please follow me. A D20.
Why are there stairs in the cave?
Well, it's not like stairs, but it's like an
Elevation change.
elevation change. Like a slope, but it's like
Why would
stairs.
he ask that?
Because, you know, fantasy land.
He flew and rolled a 7.
A 2.
I rolled a 7 times.
Alright, he does not stop you guys. You guys walk
You
right up
trash.
in there, and that owlbear pops up just as all hell. So, we're going to get some initiative going.
Or
So we have owlbear,
You're gonna roll your d20 and add
Josh.
2.
Blake, Aiden, Derek the cleric.
I rolled a 12 plus
2.
14.
Aiden's got 14.
Aiden's got a 14.
I got a 20.
Blake,
We got a 14.
If I want.
5!
plus anything?
No, 3 plus 2 is 5. I hate
Josh.
my dice hate me.
Probably because you haven't used them in so long. 13.
13.
Plus.
0. No, 0 initiative.
Oh, damn.
Haha.
Alright, let's see if I get some more initiative.
Claire,
Probably
that
what's
1
your
falls
own.
up its ass again.
7, 8, 9, 10. With a crit. Two of this owlbear rolls.
1. Roll a 1.
I rolled a 20. That's a 20. I rolled a 20. Yeah. Rolled a 4.
Look at my notes real quick. Look at your stuff so you know what your moves are if you're looking at any stuff like that. And then I'll set up initiative.
What
order
are
for
my
yourself.
moves? Are these my moves?
Yes, you've already used them once when we did the battle of Josh. They're the same ones you get.
Can I slap?
No.
I like slapping.
No.
It's so fun. 0. There's 0. 0. I did 0 damage.
Alright. Jess, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. We're just getting some combat ready, so you're getting into the fun stuff. Alright, so we have Aiden.
Hang on.
Albert.
Done.
Done. Derek. And then Blake. Alright, Albert. Blake, your armor class.
12.
Josh, armor class.
19.
Aiden, armor
16.
class. 16. Alright, Aiden, health.
28.
Josh, health.
20.
28.
Minus 2, 26.
Hee hee.
You've taken those slaps.
Get you back, Ranger. Don't worry about it.
Albert.
Then I'll block you.
What was the owlbear? I'll make you slip one day and you'll tell us.
It's probably 100 health.
20.
Add 1,000 to that.
Alright, so we got some combat time. So we know what's going on. We'll catch everybody up that maybe has just popped in, maybe hasn't been there quite yet. We're in combat. They stumbled on an owlbear and they just met Derek the cleric. And he's joining with you. So So what happens is, like, you've kind of got a room. You've got room to move around. I'm gonna say it'll be like the 30 feet, and you're about 30 feet away from it. That seems about good. So you'd have to, Josh would have to move in to attack.
No.
But you ranged guys are a little bit further back. But he is mad. He is in the middle, and because Josh had such a low roll, he is going to take a turn first. So that owlbear
I got a 1.
is going to
Oh,
roll right up onto Josh since he is in the front there, and he is going to multi-attack.
bang.
So, let's see what this guy can do.
Murder Josh.
The first one, is a 22. That hits. The second one
Is a 22.
is a 9. Is a 16 is going to miss. So, its multi-attack is only going to hit once. So that's going to be a 1d10 plus 5.
He got saved by Mr. Bob. How dare you touch him? How dare you touch him?
2 plus 5. Josh takes 7 damage.
Ha.
Karma.
So you are down. Alright, Aiden, you are up. The owlbear is done. It is angry. It just swiped twice at Josh. It hit him the first time. Josh kind of dodged the second one. More or less so because he kind of spun around from that hit.
Whoa.
So Aiden, you are 30 feet away from this owlbear.
Good. I back up another 30 feet and then I activate long barrel.
Alright,
Let's
roll
go.
that.
So roll
And,
d20. 7 plus
7.
6.
13.
Oh shit. I just got water all over the page. So you got a 13. And 13 is going to hit. Roll me some damage on that owlbear.
Okay, you get 1d8 plus 2.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Roll that. 7 plus 2, 9 damage. And it's piercing.
Let's go.
3.
He doesn't have any armor on, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I have
He
armor.
did 9 damage. Hits. Owlbear. Next up, it is Josh. This owlbear just took an arrow in its back. It is mad and it is up in your grill. What do you do?
Bacon!
Eat all the
No,
bacon.
he's out of that. He's been snapped out of the bacon thing.
Ow,
he can't go
bacon!
back. He's thinking about his reward right now and killing these monsters. That is your mindset, Kurt.
Alright, so how far forward am I in front of everyone?
You're probably like 15 feet in front of everybody, but like Aiden's now like 45 feet back.
Alright, so I'm gonna cower in my boots and move 30 feet back.
Alright, you move 30 feet backwards.
Our paladin pissed
Cannot
himself.
Strike this thing. Is that all you are doing then?
And then
He does
I will
not
throw my
dance.
javelin.
Throw that javelin. Give me that roll.
He got a
17.
17. He
That
got saved.
will hit
by-
it.
Awesome.
Roll me something.
Roll out Mr.
It was
Bob.
an 8, right? Yeah, D8. 6.
6 damage.
Yeah, no, it's a 6. I was on the wrong die. 5 damage. Or 5.
5 damage?
Yep, 5 damage.
Alright,
Ooh.
it is back to Albert. What is its move? Oh, fuck yeah. You just hit it with the javelin. It is mad. It is going to roll back up on you because it has a movement of 40 feet.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that was pointless.
Josh is
It
dead.
has reached you. I do not like this. You know what? I'm going to bring out the special one.
Wait, so now Blake and you are behind
Guys,
me?
I'm breaking out my paladin dice. Boom. Metal set. Boom.
Oh my god, I can't see.
And we're gonna see if this owlbear is going to multi-attack again. It rolled a 17 plus 7. It hit Josh for what? It hit Josh's armor class with a 23. It is going to now do a ton of damage to you.
And Josh dies.
1 damage.
It's doing a beak attack, and then it's doing a claw attack. So it's 2d8, 1d10 plus 10 is what we're rolling at you. So we've got our d10. I've got 1d8. I've got another d8. We're going to roll this.
Horrible spinner.
That's supposed to spin.
14. 24 damage. Josh, you drop. You are -5 damage. My
Josh,
friend,
get out of
Okay.
here.
Holy crap.
are on the ground, which means once it comes back to your turn, if you haven't been healed, you will be making death saving throws to see if you survive or die. This owlbear then roars and turns and locks eyes with the wizard.
Good luck.
And now it is Derek the Cleric. Derek the Cleric looks and sees how that owlbear just dropped the paladin.
He doesn't even know what he
And
did.
this cleric is useless. So,
Feeds cleric to Owlbear. Run.
Should have threw him in first.
Should've.
this cleric is going to back up 30 more feet and try to shoot the owlbear. And completely misses.
Good job, Dad.
So, Blake, you are up. Your paladin has just dropped to the ground. There is a raging, well, not raging, because that's a mechanic, but there is an owlbear, angry and up in front of y'all. It's what, 15 feet from you? Where'd you
Well,
move
we
back?
originally started 30 feet, you said.
Yeah, but it moved up to Josh.
40, so it'd be 10
So
feet.
you were 15 feet
So I'm
behind
15.
it, yeah.
It should be 10.
So I'm gonna move my 30 feet away towards the back.
Alright. Hallie down 30 feet back. Blake.
And I'm gonna start with casting Ray of Frost.
Alright.
With a 1.
Oh!
Finally, Blake got a
What
1.
did you roll?
should
A
use-
crit fail.
You rolled a natural 1.
I did too.
Here's what's going to happen.
Blake
Dice are
dies.
out to get me.
I am going to...
Say it's my turn.
3,
This smells good.
1, 4. Roll me a d4 and give me the number.
4d4.
1. I got a 1 on the big number and a 1 on the small one.
Roll me damage on that, and then I'll let
Is
you
it
know what
another
happens.
D4?
What?
Another D4?
No, roll me your Ray of Frost.
A 20. Or highest number.
So
Yes!
figures I get the highest of 8.
You hit Derek the Cleric for 8 frost damage. That owlbear scared the shit out of you. Your hand turned and the Cleric got rid
The
of it.
cleric's movement speed is now reduced by 10 until my next turn.
Oh my god.
Alright, Aiden, you
Finally.
are up. You got an owlbear 45 feet in front of you because you did move back last turn, so you're still doing pretty good. Your paladin is on the ground.
I'll slap him.
You can't because then you'd have to move up to him.
Well,
He's-
can I move up and then back?
No, 'cause
No,
you're not
you only
gonna-
get
It's
one.
going to keep you in range of that bear. Then if you want to stay back, you want to stay back.
I'll just let him die in peace.
Girl, use me as bait, you know.
So, what do you want to do?
How much feet am I away from him?
45.
45. I'll use my longbow.
Alright.
I got a
5
5.
plus 6 is
11.
11.
Ooh, just miss it. You fired, you guys are kind of scared. You saw your new friend get Ray of Frost by your wizard. You see your paladin on the ground, and it's kind of got you shook a bit. So it goes past. Josh, roll me a d20.
He's gonna lose.
You want me to roll for you?
I roll. I've been getting off the 20s. Venus. He got a 12.
10. No, it's 12.
Alright. I'm going to say you are stabilized. Oh wait, no, that was one success. That's one success. Alright. It is now the owlbear's turn. So you're still down, because what it is you need to have 2 successes to get back up. And that'll bring you to like a stabilized. You
I
won't
want you to
gain
roll
any
those.
health, but you'll be
Yeah,
stabilized.
your numbers are gonna start getting lower.
Okay.
It is the owlbear's turn.
And we all get murdered. Mommy!
Blake, you moved back, right?
Yeah, move back 30 feet. So now I should be 45 feet from it.
Yep, and then you're still way behind, and the cleric's even more behind that, so it's going to roll back up on you. And it is going to multi-attack you, because it is mad. You have made it mad. It is not doing single attacks. It is out to multi-kill everybody.
Josh is being mean.
It is a 6 plus a 7 to hit.
Just hits me by 1.
It hits you by 1. I love my metal
Let
dice.
me see your face.
I am rolling damage on you now.
Low number. Low number.
It hits you for 30. You are at negative 10.
I have a growth.
Blake, you just completely died.
Oh, God.
That's complete death?
You're at negative 10 and your health is 20. It puts you at half.
What are you doing?
It puts you dead and a half.
Wait, what's dead then?
Dropping is 0. You've lost more than You've lost more than half of what your health was, negative. This owlbear just wrecked you.
Oh my god, so that means I'm the last man standing.
Nope, cleric's still there, too.
Cleric is still there. It is Derek
Alright,
the cleric.
Derek, the
He's got a
lame.
negative 10 moving speed. He is looking at shock as the paladin dropped and the other guy dropped.
Well, he's dead.
Alright. I got a d20. What do y'all pick? Evens or odds?
Odds.
Evens.
I just one together. You need to choose
Oh.
even or odds.
Odds.
Odds. Say odds.
I'm dead.
It is evens. Derek the cleric tries to run away, but he doesn't get that far because he's got a negative 10 movement speed. He just cowers in fear on his turn. Aiden, you are up.
Oh snap. Everyone already knows what I'm gonna do?
Shoot with the longbow? Yeah. Shoot with the longbow.
16
plus 6, so he's got
You
22.
hit.
So you roll a d8, which you should sell the d8.
This is a D8.
No, that's a d20. That's
This
D8.
is
You
D8.
roll that. Plus 2. Oh, he got 3 damage.
I got 1. I rolled the
Plus 2 is 3.
Alright, Josh, give me that d20 roll.
1. Here. Or not. It's an 8. He rolled a 11.
Alright, you're stabilized at, we're gonna say 1 health. So you stand back up to your feet, but you're looking pretty bad. It is now back to the owlbear. Aiden, you just hit it, so it's gonna roll up to you because it's gonna be able to reach.
How dare you!
You did not move again, and it's got a 40 feet movement.
Oh my god.
And now,
I forgot all about that.
it's gonna multi-attack you.
Surprise, guys. This is a level 15 creature.
It rolled a 19 plus 7, so 26 to hit Aiden.
Ah. 26.
27 damage.
You're dead.
I have one health.
1 health.
Really?
How?
Yeah.
Wow. Lovely.
Alright, it is back to Derek the Cleric. Evens are odd again, guys.
Even.
Odds again? It is evens.
I knew
He is
it.
trying to run away again. Blake, give me that saving.
I thought I'm completely dead,
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm
that's
out.
right. You got destroyed.
Yeah,
That was,
I'm destroyed, so this goes to you.
you're dead. One dead guy.
Now
Alright.
he gets to go play video games.
So Aiden, you have 1 health. Aiden, you have 1 health. What is going on?
Shoots
Of
himself in the
course
foot
I'm
with an
gonna-
arrow.
That's the stupidest idea. I'm gonna use a potion and heal myself.
Alright, what was the potion again? Wasn't it like a D10?
A mysterious voice
Or
comes
2D.
over the cave.
Wasn't it 2d8 plus 2?
No. Give me a second.
Meow.
2d4 plus 2.
Alright, roll 2d4.
You hear as a faint wind comes through the cave.
I need another. Which one is it? Is it this one?
No, triangle.
This one.
No.
It's a triangle.
Oh,
Give you 2 triangles. Roll those 2.
come on, 3, no 4.
You got 2,
And a
3,
one.
4, 5.
I got
So you're
5.
up to 6 health. Now what do you want to do? We can call that a minor action. So
I want to move back 30 feet,
Alright, you're moving back 30 feet.
and then I want to activate my longbow, and then roll. I got a 12 plus
You
6 equals 18.
You can. So you got an 18?
Yeah.
Alright, roll me some damage.
With this again?
Minor
No,
movement
your
action.
D8.
Yeah, you're good.
3
plus
Two.
2.
5.
equals 5. Boom, baby, boom. Now you need to heal yourself.
Josh, you got 1 health right now.
Heal.
You've got an owlbear kind of like, it's in front of you now. So like, you're here now, bear's here like this.
Heal.
You have 1 health.
You need to heal. You need to heal. I'll take back my slaps.
As I'm dreaming about bacon.
I'll slap you.
Yes, you're
My
good.
delusion of bacon.
I'll
I
slap
will
you.
heal myself thinking it's bacon.
Can I slap him right now?
Alright, roll 2d4. Add 2.
Insert enemy vision of bacon and paladin.
Bacon.
3. Bacon has failed me.
Is that all you're doing is healing?
Bacon.
And I will swing at it with my longsword.
Alright. Schwang.
If you're lucky, he'll make it a short sword.
You got a 7
7 plus 5.
equals 12.
You miss.
You're bad.
You swing and this thing kind of like turns around because it senses you and it is
Now
not
move back
bad.
30 feet.
Owlbear is up and it is swinging back at Josh.
I'm so screwed.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are, because that was another 19 plus 7.
Jeez.
How dare you? I'm sorry, Mr. Bob. Josh is a jerk. Yeah. He's a big one.
13, 23 damage, Josh. You're completely dead. This owlbear just leans down and bites your head off.
It kisses you on the cheek and says bacon and slashes you.
So stupid.
Alright, guys, evens or odds?
Aiden, this is all
Oh,
your
yeah.
choice.
Evens or odds?
For what?
Just pick it.
Evens or odds?
I don't. Odd? Even?
Which one?
He said odd first.
Odds? Alright, Derek the Cleric turns around and he goes to fire a crossbow at the owlbear. And he hits the owlbear.
Let's go! Now, hopefully, my dad just dies.
Where's the D8? Oh, that's not a D8. Where is?
Here's a D8.
Here it is. Boop. 2. What?
I also just rolled a 2.
5.
Oh my gosh.
32. Alright, Aiden, it is back up to you.
How much feet am I away from
Should
it?
be 30 feet.
You're 30 feet away from the Owlbear.
I want to move back another 30.
Okay.
Now I'm 60 feet away. And longbow.
Okay.
2 plus 6 equals 8. I totally missed.
Yes. And now we're back to Owlbear. Owlbear is going to move 40 feet towards you.
That's why I moved back 30 again. Boom, baby, boom, baby. Ooh. Feel like you're just trying to be the
And
last
that's
person
about where
alive.
Derek is. So he's going to swing at Derek.
Yes. You have more health than
And
Pogs.
he hits Derek by a punch because see that Owlbear is rolling good. I love these metal dice. Oh, that one.
Holy crap.
But
I know what an owlbear does because the book.
7, 8,
What?
9, 19.
You're still playing, so you can't see it.
We need.
I'm dead, and so is Josh. You're the only one. You can't
Derek
see
just
it.
dropped. Aiden, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Move back another 30 feet.
Josh.
Alright.
And get my
Don't let
longbow.
anyone see, but there's an owlbear. That's his attacks.
8. I rolled an 18 plus
Ridiculous. It's
6.
stupid.
19, 20, 21,
Alright.
22,
That hits.
23, 24. Yeah. Now I roll this thing, right?
Oh yeah, you roll that, and then you add.
You had longbow, right?
I got a
Yeah.
7
Plus 2. It's
plus
9.
2 equals.
That's what was killing
9.
us.
How much damage do you even do that thing?
I don't know. I've done more damage than everyone else than it.
Alright.
I want to
You made the
know.
owlbear mad, so he's going to double move to get in front of you, but
Oh my
he's
God.
not going to be able to take in action.
Good.
So it is back to your turn.
It's back to me.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. I move back another 30 feet and longbow again.
Alright, longbow.
3 plus 6 equals 1,
You miss.
9.
So
Yeah.
he's now, it's back to him. He's going to roll up and he's going to multi-attack on you.
Oh my god. And I'm
That
probably
was a
dead.
level 3 challenge once.
I'm dead.
Ooh, no, he misses you.
Let's go.
He swings and he misses. It is your turn now.
Am I allowed to heal myself?
Yeah, you can.
And will I still be able to
You have
attack?
one more potion.
Alright, I move back 30 feet. I activate a potion.
Okay, roll those 2d4 plus 2 again.
I need a square blade.
Oh, the 2d4.
Yeah.
That's gonna be his last potion.
That one.
What did I get?
You got 1 plus 1. You need 4.
Yay! I guess that's alright.
Owlbear's gonna run up to you and swing because you're not able to get far enough away now because it has a 40 feet movement.
Oh, you're gone.
Ah.
Ooh, it rolled a 9 plus a 7. It meets your AC, so it beats your AC.
What?
The beats
Guess what?
it, beats it, roll.
I can roll all ones if you die.
What? So I'm gonna
No,
die
you
no
crit
matter
fail.
what? What if you rolled a 0?
You're dead. You're way past dead.
Ugh.
The owlbear destroys your adventuring party.
How much health did he have
Owlbear
left?
kills all. The owlbear had 23 health left.
How much
Aiden
health
was
did it
doing good,
start
but
with?
once he double moved to get up to him, that was the end of it.
How much health did it start with?
59.
No wonder why we died.
It was a
Alright,
level
guys,
3 challenge
so
monster.
ultimately what happened is you rolled up into this cave, you tried to help somebody, you blindly leaded in after an owlbear, and y'all died. What did you guys think of this first encounter of trying to
I liked it.
find the Tessa
I
hideout?
think the part that I liked, the
He
one
was
that I
cheating.
liked the most, the part
That's what he's
that I
supposed to
liked the most
He
was
was mad.
smacking Josh
Like,
and
if,
the bar.
if you would have got the sneak up on him, maybe I wouldn't have had him multi-attack every time, but like you rolled up in there, you woke him up, he was mad. And then you stayed in his grill, so he kept being mad. Anyway, guys,
Oh, baby.
TPK on your first time as a group.
Let's
I'm
go.
looking forward to great things once Echoes of Reality launches and we get that going.
Oh.
Until next time, everybody, we will catch you later, and I'll be back sometime this week with some Voxel Chronicles.
Yeah.
I believe we'll be starting the Witcher series then. Also, keep a lookout for us sometimes later this weekend. Maybe we'll be doing some Divinity on the channel. Catch you all later, and thanks for watching.